Good morning, everyone. Pastor Corey Rowland here with the Yerksville First Midvale and Newport United Methodist Church, bringing you a devotional today out of Proverbs. In Proverbs 22, verse 6, it says, "Start children off on the way that they should go, and when they are older, they shall not turn from it." And so this is just a message for parents, a message that parents should take note of. We as parents, the number one responsibility that parents have is to train up their children, to raise up godly children. If parents do everything else successful, if they are the top of their career, if they are, the most successful in every other area of your life, but if they have failed to teach their children the ways of the Lord, then they have failed as parents. And the Bible promises that those parents those who start the children off on the right way, start them on the way to God, teach them right from wrong, teach them what the Bible has to say. And that forms the foundation for their faith. It says, when they are older, they will not depart from it. Now, maybe some of you are listening to today, and you're saying, "Well, I've trained my child up in the right way, but they've turned away. They've still gone astray." And I can't tell you how many people I've talked to who said they were raised in the church, but they just turned away. And unfortunately, that is a reality. But the Bible promises that those who are trained up in the ways of the Lord, that they have a foundation in the Lord. And so it makes it a lot easier for them to come back to know Christ or come back to the faith, because that is what their foundation is, and that is where their starting point is. But if somebody has no foundation in the Lord, if somebody has no foundation in the Bible or in Christianity, then when their cards are down or when they need help, they won't even know to turn back to the Lord. They won't even try to turn back to the Lord, because they have no basis there. And so while children can and will do their own thing, and as they get older, unfortunately, I think my parents would say it best, that as we get older, sometimes we don't listen to our parents as much as we should, because we think we know best. But so they'll make their own choices, they'll do their own things. But the Bible tells us that your job, the job of parents, is to make sure that they are trained up. And that word for child, it doesn't mean young in age. It's referring to as long as you have influence over that person. So that word child, it doesn't ever, in the Hebrew, it doesn't just mean, okay, once they're 18, they're an adult, they can do what they want. It means as long as you have influence over them, as long as you have influence in their life, you ought to use it to show them the way to God, or to show them the right path. And it says, if you will do that, if you are faithful in doing that, when they are older, though they might stray away, though they might go off and do their own thing, they have that foundation in the Lord that they can cling to and that they can turn to in their time of need. And many, I cannot tell you how many people have come back to know the Lord, even though they were raised in the church, they strayed away. During times of crisis or times of need or just times of realization, they say, "Wow, my parents were so right," or "Wow, this Bible thing, this Christian thing is not just some made up story; it is truth." And they accept the Lord, and then they get saved. And so my message for you today is, don't ever stray away from sharing the gospel with your children. As long as you have influence over them, use that influence to raise them in the Lord. And when they are old, they will not turn from it. Amen.